most common one was time/money. I don't have time, I don't have money. Would you like to comment on that and maybe, I don't know, give people your advice on how to get over that?
I would say that when someone tells you they don't have the time or the money, what they're telling you is that I don't believe in this opportunity, or I don't believe this thing is possible. Because if I told you, right, like let's say for instance, you knew for certain that if you gave me $10,000 tomorrow, you would have 50,000 in your bank account. You'd see me do it with your friends, a government official told you that what I was doing was legit. It's all checks out. You know for certain that that's what will happen. You just don't have the $10,000. Are you going to get it?
Probably, yeah.
Right. You probably move mountains to get that 10K. You'd borrow it.
You will sell that car that you wanted to sell.
You do anything to get that 10K because you know that tomorrow it's worth 5 times as much. So you're going to get it. So that's the extreme example, but we can use that to define this example, which is like if you knew that there was a future for you in this, money would not be an object. Same thing with time. If instead of $10,000, I just said, oh, you have to do this one thing for 3 hours every day for the next 6 months, and you will get $50,000, like guaranteed. Are you going to do it? Like, yeah, probably. It's a very well-paid job, right?
I will think about it, but I'll have to make the first day happen, and then make the second day happen, and then make the third day happen.
Well, compare that to let's.
I'm still not losing weight, by the way.
let's.
That's my thing of time management, but just time.
I find that people never don't have enough time. They just don't consider the thing they don't have time for as a priority.
Absolutely. That's a nugget. That's a real nugget you just said there.
It's true,
so it's a management of priorities, time-wise and money-wise.
Yeah, and and then once you know that, you can understand okay, well, you just don't think this thing is a priority. It's like you don't really want to be a full-time musician necessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you don't believe that you can.
Samo jedan brzi podsjetnik, jer to nekad zaboravim napraviti kad snimam ove videe, a to je da ako imaš još koje pitanje vezano uz ovu temu, ili ako hoćeš da nekad u budućnosti snimimo video o nekoj drugoj temi, slobodno nam napiši u komentare, pa ćemo to probati i napraviti što prije. To je to, nazad na video. And belief. That's something that came up later, and it's basically like out of 80 or something like that responses, I got 5 or 6 that said basically I'm my own obstacle.
Yeah.
Like lack of motivation, lack of vision, and laziness. Like people just say it outright, People look at advice like overcoming your laziness, getting more motivation, trying to get yourself straight, like setting your goals. It all sounds like some woo-woo, new age self-help stuff. But when I started thinking about those things, I decided it was time I should quit my job and I should make a living on my own. For instance,
yeah,
that's my story. But it just starts me thinking about things, and it's not it's not all just black and white. You have to find your own way of overcoming what's holding you back to just finding the money or finding the time. And I think it ties back well into this previous point that we were making.
Yeah, it's totally okay if people don't want to be a full-time artist or they don't believe they can. That's fine.
Oh, absolutely.
Ultimately, people have to find what's right for them in this life. But there are some people for whom they have to. They absolutely have to. They just don't know how. But
yeah,
they will come up with the money. They will put aside the time. They will suffer through drudgery, monotony to get there. And those tend to be the people who succeed regardless of what the method is. And all we do is try to provide a replicable method for those people where they don't have to invest a bunch of time and money into something that they don't know if it's going to work.
Yeah.
That's really what
so
it's
effort
about.
Basically effort tends to trump I said a buzzword. Effort tends to trump talent.
Yeah, for sure.
Like talent is not enough to succeed in, well, anything, let's be honest.
Go on TikTok. There are tons of amazing singers out there who are not famous.
Yeah.
And don't make money off of singing.
Or maybe shouldn't be famous but not making money.
Right. Either
Because
one.
Fame shouldn't be the same as money. Well, I don't think about it.
It's really not. It's really not.
Yeah.
Like, whatever industry you're looking at, there is a company in that industry that nobody's ever heard of, and they don't advertise, and they make all of their money off of outbound. So they reach out to potential customers and they call them, and they're all outbound sales. And that's why you've never heard of them, because they don't advertise, but they probably make among the most money in that industry.